Alright everybody, we are back for Wars 8 and 9. Now this one was versus... oh boy. Matrix was who we reversed this war. And it's going to be another Spidey99 war for me. First up is Node 5 Chavez. And then Spidey99 versus Chavez is just a cakewalk fight. He literally shuts off all of her power game whenever she finally does decide to throw a special, which in normal Chavez fashion, she's not wanting to do that. And you just see the power just kind of tick down instead. And then once she lands, I'm just going to throw a special 2, push her over a bar, and she's long gone. Simple, easy fight. Next fight is 14 Hit Monkey. I have Hulkling with me this war for this fight and one other one. So he doesn't really benefit from the nose. This is pretty much a nothing Hit Monkey, which it's not going to really amount to much. Pretty straightforward fight. Build the special 2, win the fight. That's pretty much how it is. Oh, there we go. Got my 5 charges in the block. Throw the fully unblockable special, and he is absolutely washed. Next fight is 28 Magneto, I believe. Yep, 28 Magneto. This fight was ugly. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It should have been a lot better than what it was, but this fight was ugly. It starts off really good, and then it's just gonna become really ugly really quickly. My goal was never to let him... I don't know what happened there. It just went right through my block. The goal was to never let him throw a special. That goal doesn't happen. I noticed my Wither fell off, which is bad because now I don't have any way of countering the power gain. Again, went right through my Dex and block. I think I have a 200% power back boost on right now for a fight that's going to be following this one. And just get me out of this fight. This fight, I don't know what the deal was with him going right through my block, but that was annoying. Next up is Penny. This is pretty much another nothing fight because it's Hulkling. He's going to absolutely just destroy this fight. Trying to break her shield, but she did not want to dash back, and then got unblockable, special 2, and then I think just one combo finishes it off. Yep, easy peasy. Oh god. Alright, this next fight took forever. If it's the fight, I'm pretty sure it's 54 Rintra, and it took forever. Because I did not know that another thing with Neutralize, my favorite thing in the game, when Spidey99 triggers his pause for his debuffs, if you have a Neutralize on you, you don't trigger that. So I'm going to be losing my stuff a lot in this fight. And it's going to be a long fight, so I'm not speeding it up or nothing, so just strap in, enjoy the show. Because, yeah, this fight right there, I immediately realized it. Like, I triggered Dex, but it's not triggering my pause. Now it did. It does. If the neutralize isn't on me, it'll trigger it. If the neutralize is on me, pretty much SOL. So now at this point, I've lost my wither, which is bad because this fight has enhanced power gain. Every time I try to dex, I'm going to trigger it. Got backed in the corner, but it's fine. Quick dex to pause my stuff. And then at this point, I try to switch my method of attack to just beating into the block. But I still need to pause my stuff, and he doesn't agree with this idea. I thought right there it triggered to where it paused. It didn't, and my buff's gone, or my debuff's gone again. So yeah, this fight is just going to be a long fight. It's not hard. It was not fun. And it's just long. At this point, it's starting to feel like I'm just endlessly dexing special ones, because that's all I keep getting. So at this point, I got my wither back up again. I'm going to bait out the special 2 just so that way he doesn't have it. And now, I'm going to try to build my ruptures again. Didn't trigger the dex like I thought I did. And then now I'm hitting him, so now it's just going to keep doing its thing. Lost all my debuffs again, and now we're right back into where we were. Alright, got my debuffs paused again. Just trying to build up some, so that way whenever he crosses bars, he still gets a little bit of that burst. And then now at this point, I got enough on to where that heavy knocked him out. We did end up winning this war against Matrix, and then right now we're against FG. The war is still ongoing. Not sure which one we're going to win by the time of me recording this. So if we lose or win, I'll try to update in the next one. But first fight here is Node 2 Absorbing Man. This is another one to where it's just going to be a long fight, because I don't realize until later on how I should have been fighting this fight the whole time. And as a result, the fight is longer than it should have been. I do have a Wags pre-fight on me, just to help with being able to parry in this fight. I'm trying to get him to where he wasn't in form, but it didn't work out. Because while he's in his refined Uru form, I'm not really hitting very hard. And on top of that, whenever I do knock him down, the protection came back at just the right moment. Another one where that SP2 did relatively nothing. He pretty much gained more than he lost. So I'm going to try to go, I'm starting to at this point try to push him into magma, so that way I can keep his physical resistance down so I can actually hit him. But of course, he just immediately felt like throwing another one. Got him heavied in the corner now. Finally, I'm going to get to land an actual special 2. Doesn't do a whole lot, but it's doing more than, the 400 damage it was doing prior to this. Got him out of form again. Got to knock him down again. And then at this point, Throw another special 2, and it finally crits, and I'm free. This one, we got Archangel with me for a couple wars, because it's mostly a Spidey99 war again. It's just what I've been getting assigned, and I'm not complaining. I have no problems playing him. This is the first war. I will have to use a little bit of items here because I do take just some chip damage and stuff with him, but I'm fine with it. I've been greatly enjoying him. This is the rank 5 Archangel, getting a little bit of a tour in war. Dude with full boost should be illegal because this Fury is just gone before 22 seconds. It's pretty much how about 20, 25, 22, somewhere in there seconds. About how long it took him. Now the second life, the problem is with this node is I can't bait heavies because when I do bait heavies, he goes unblockable like that. I'm trying to get to where I can just intercept him, but he is just wanting to throw full combos into my block. Not exactly cooperating. Special intercept, managed to hit him a couple times. So now I'm going to try to bait out a couple poisons and then try to time it to where he's not unstoppable. Got one Nero on him. Now I got to play the dancing game to make sure he doesn't throw that special 1. Special 2 to take off protection. And he is gone. Next one is 19 Doom. Again, this is another one. It's going to take me a little longer than I would like just because I don't have my debuffs, which does hurt Spidey99's damage considerably. And this Doom fight, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, it's ugly. It's not my greatest fight in the world, so we'll just go through it. So right now we're starting off strong, just normal Doom fight. And I think at this moment I'm going to parry and try to heavy him because I'm an idiot. Get backhanded for it. And I think right here I just don't even... Oh, nope, that one's fine. One of these special ones, I just don't even dex it. Like I just stand there and I stare at it. That one right there. So I'm trying to time to where I can throw my special. Again, it's not going to do any damage because they're debuff immune, but Doom doesn't have a considerable amount of health. I just got to outlast his tankiness. He is just not being cooperative. I pushed him to special 2, which can be dangerous, but I dexted it with no problem. Dexted it. All right, good English. I think I get clipped here. Yep. Like I said, this fight's just ugly. At some point during the fight, I'm going to eventually just start stacking debuffs and throwing the special 2 with the protection up because the red burst damage with protection is still going to do more than the normal damage would be if I was just attacking him normally. I think right about here is where I noticed it. And at this point, we're just trucking along. I'm gonna have to dex another special 2. I took a hit on the block, and I saw the block damage, and said, "Never mind, we're not blocking it." I was going to try to be safe, decided that was no longer the option, and then got him. So this is the first war that I've had to use like potions in a while. Started the recording late. This is 28 spot with Archangel. So this will be another fight. I actually make this fight longer than it needed to be, just because I don't knock the protection down quick enough. But once you get the Neros on him, like he's done. Like he's just stacking free poisons for me at this point. I just hit him to bait out a special because he's not going to gain portals because of the portal block. And at this point, I'm going to throw the special 2, which will knock him, and he's gone. And then next up is a Sasquatch on 37. Spidey99 again. Same as like the other one. I have no debuffs, really. I'll be able to get them a little bit just by adjusting how I play. But for the most part, I will be debuffed without. And for the most part, again, Spidey99 does not care. As long as he can crit, he's not really too worried about it. Because he still hits hard. Like they're just 17k heavy. Like whenever he doesn't have like Doom, for example, where like crit resistance or Absorbing Man was like insane physical resistance, then at that point it got kind of painful. And then I have a power back boost just to try to make my life a little easier with this fight. He's got he's going to enter Wrath right here. I tried to throw the exhaustion in time to pause it just a little bit longer. Didn't work. So now I'm just slowly getting backed up into the corner, which isn't that big of a deal. I intercept him here just to keep me out of the corner. He no longer has Wrath. Trigger another special 2, a little bit bigger this time. The more debuffs you have, the more damage Spidey99 special does. I'm trying to keep him up, but protection came back, so I lost him by default anyway. And then at this point, I got him in the corner. The fight's pretty controlled. I get to special 2 again, and the fight is done. And then we got 39 Rincher again. I did this fight a couple wars ago. This one is going to go a lot faster than the other one, just because I got a little bit more of a feel for it this time. I throw on a combat regen boost just because I don't want to use any more potions this war after that Doom fight. So we are just going to play it slow and steady. This one's just hitting him because I'm not really going to be able to gain or worry about my debuffs, so I don't really got to worry about pausing them too much. And I don't know why I got parried there, but whatever. Didn't really capitalize on it, but personally I think that's dumb. He was hard block and then just parried, and then just pretty much like re-parried me, which the AI does a lot now, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Fight's still under control. I haven't really lost any health because of the armor break. Alright, and at this point I just need to intercept again, get that special 2 going. And then it's pretty much just these ones on path 5 to where like I'm losing my debuffs. Nice. It's just slow and steady pretty much. At this point, the cow is almost down and gone. It's just going to take a couple hits and we're finally free. And then the last fight of my war is a 54 Mangog. I get my redemption against this fight. It does go a lot better than it did the first time, just because I got a little bit of a better idea on what I need to be doing. Wasted no time instantly throwing that special 1. Just funny because there's like a special 2 biased on this node, but I've noticed that they like to throw special 1s more just because like you're not expecting them to do it, so they just throw them more and try to, I don't know. But I've never understood that. Like I said, at this point though, I pretty much have the fight locked. Is pretty much just controlling it, and then we're going to get some big bursts going because I have quite a bit of ruptures on them. Then we're going to push him over a bar here in a second with those 20, and it's going to do like a 54 burst. He's gone before I can even use the special. And then that is pretty much the extent of my war for these 2 wars. So far, I'm still going deathless. Got 3 wars left. Really hoping to get my first deathless season. But let me know if y'all want to see anything other than wars. I'm still checking comments just to see. And then I hope the rest of y'all's seasons are going well. And with nothing else to say, farewell.